Well, I'm joined in the studio now by Afyare Elmi, a professor in international relations at Qatar University. Good to have you with us. So just give us an assessment of the security situation in Somalia. Can Somali troops and AMISOM, African Union troops, deal with Al-Shabaab?
Well, thank you very much, by the way. First, I have to offer my condolences to the people who lost their lives. I happen to know a good number of them. And after that, in terms of whether the capacity of the government is there, it's obvious that they could not protect the hotel in downtown Mogadishu from these attacks or these types of attacks. So
we've heard from government sources many times that they are winning this battle against Al-Shabaab. Is that not the case?
Well, when you look things from their perspective, obviously they have been gaining territories and Al-Shabaab was losing territories, but that has never denied the capacity of Al-Shabaab to strike wherever they want it and when they want it. This is the big problem, and it shows one thing. It shows still the security forces are weak, and they need to improve their tactics and their strategies in dealing with such attacks. That's quite clear. And
you've also got a situation where, yet again, government officials and MPs are the ones who are being targeted. I mean, this must be extremely destabilizing for a government which is trying to run a country.
Well, for now, particularly when you look at the caliber of people who were killed in this attack, it's obviously a big loss, and particularly the government strategy to contain Al-Shabaab at least suffered a defeat momentarily, but that does not mean that they cannot recover from it. I think the government needs to do, by the way, there is no alternative. There is no other way to go about. AMISOM is not an alternative, and foreign forces is not an alternative. The only way to go about is just to strengthen and empower the Somali government, its forces, to deal with Al-Shabaab and any other extremist group that wants to just destabilize the country. So there is no other alternative as far as I am concerned. That said, it was actually a big failure, big security failure on the part of the government, and they have to accept that and they have to do something about it.
Particularly since they're now trying to hammer out some kind of political process which will take place in 2016, and we don't know what form the election is going to take, but whatever it is, it's going to be crucial for Somalia's progress.
Well, overall, there was slow progress in the area of politics and in the area of security. In 2012, the expectation was, come 4 years, there will be a significant progress in these two fronts. Unfortunately, that was not the case. There is progress, but very slow progress in both areas. We're not going to the polls to elect our own government. Obviously, there will be some kind of deals made with elders. That's where it's heading, because it's selection process, again, an illegitimate form that will not be more legitimate than whatever they have at the moment. And in terms of security, after so many years, we are still talking about the heart of Mogadishu is under attack. That again shows that of course there was some progress, but the progress is not what anyone would like it to be.
I mean, it's heartbreaking that you knew some of the people who were caught up in this attack, but we know that Al-Shabaab back in July warned civilians to stay away from places used by government officials. That does suggest that we're going to see more attacks.
Well, that has been their strategy since they lost in Mogadishu. And by the way, two of the people who were killed in today's attack were the ones that were responsible to remove Al-Shabaab from Mogadishu, then deputy minister and then leader of the military. And both of them have been killed today. So technically, this has been the case since Shabaab left Mogadishu, that they were attacking significant places in the city. And I think that will continue to be. That's a strategy that they have adopted, even though for the last while they were also combining with that strategy of attacking and taking AMISOM forces, like for instance in the lower Shabelle region and others. So what we can expect is just similar attacks, of course.
Afyare, thank you very much indeed for your analysis there. Afyare Elmi there with me here in the studio.
Thank you very much.